I'm going to be going over how to make a design for the hammer handle in G-code. In the description, I put a file, and it's got an image of this full face with a white area of where you're going to put your design at. It'll look like this if you open it up in a photo editing program like GIMP. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. You put your initials or your design or anything in this white area, it should be good. I also linked another file in the description with G-code for the border. You can open that up in a program called CNC Viewer online. As long as you've got your program in G-code like this, it should work. So you hit plot, and then it'll show you what it looks like. This is the origin, 2.5 inches long and 0.6 inches high. So open up this image in a photo editor and then find a design you like. Save that. Now we're gonna go over and transition to Graph Grabber so that way we can plot the points. So once you open up Graph Grabber, it's gonna open an image from a file. So you click that, find your image. You wanna set an x-axis starting at the very corner here. Click once and then click at the far end of the axis and we'll set that axis. Our minimum is going to be 0 and our maximum is going to be that 2.5. Our y-axis up and down, click once, click up here, and it'll be 0 to 0.6. Once that's done, you're going to click add data series manually and then you can press plus button as close as you want. Now we're just going to plot a bunch of points. It doesn't have to be super perfect because it's going to be super tiny on the hammer. If you've got something like an island that you want to go to but you don't want to cut through the part, you can change it later in the G-code. Now we've got all the points, so that's going to be the path it takes to file, export graph as data file, so we can get all our x and y coordinates. We can exit out of this, we can open that up. To convert this to G-code, we need to put an x before the x coordinates and a y before the y coordinates. So equals, in quotes, x, click this first cell, hit enter, and now we've got a combination between the x character and cell A2. We can just drag that down, and we can do the same thing. Equals, capital Y, ampersand, B2, just drag it down. Shift click all this, copy. We want to paste this into a text document. But now we've got our G-code. The start and stop is in the zip folder for this class. Now, I made a border which will look like this. Open it up in this program. Our design should be inside the border. Now it's time to fix where this tool is going to go up in the air and come down. We can open up the teacher's example in the zip document on Blackboard. We can see an example of the code he uses. We'll open up a new window in NT Viewer. We can see here the blue is when the machine starts spinning, and then the orange is when it's not spinning. This is the code we're gonna copy to go up in the air. We found the point where we need it to go up, and we want to go over. So it went to that point, went up in the air. We want it to go over to the next point here, and then we want it to go down. So this code again goes down. And then at feed rate 4, period, plot. So that's what it looks like currently. We just have it going up in the air, going over to the eye. And then after it machines across the eye, we want it to go to the next eye. We want it to go up in the air, this code. And then it'll go down after this first point, after it's the first point on the other eye, and then it goes down. Same thing at 4 for the feed rate. The speed is going to slow down when it goes down. We want it to go slowly in the part. And then as it's going to around to the next points, we want it to speed up. We only have to put that once because it'll keep that same feed rate until we change it. So it's going to go around again. We come to our last point. We want it to go up in the air. And then after our first point, so now it's gonna machine all this, and then we want it to go up in the air after this one. Do space. We'll put this command to make it go up in the air again. Another space. Copy this again. So it'll go down here and then machine that. That's basically it. So now we can copy this whole thing send it over to our text file, save it.